Hey guys, it's machinamechlord here. I'm coming at you with the deck profile. This is the Gorgonic deck that I've been playing around with recently. I actually found a way to make Gorgonic actually good, and it's pretty fun. This deck is extremely trolly, and if you open well, you open really well, and you pretty much just like win the game, because it's like, oh, you know, I open good, okay, well that's what I do. So what I have is we have Thunder King Ryo. Start off just by, you know, negating our effects, kind of giving a bit of anti-meta. Really nice, I love going anti-meta. And just kind of like really troll people. Stop like XYZs or simple because you know, they're gonna want to try to run over us with as many like big things as possible. I mean, a lot of decks search out. This deck doesn't search out at all. So we have a Thunder King Ryo for that. We have two Fossil Dyna. This guy is just too broken. You could run a third if you want to, your choice. But I run it at 2, and this guy, when I get him, he's so good. If I don't get him, then I sometimes have a bit of an issue. So I might bump him to 3 just because I want to be able to get into Fossil Dyna and kind of keep control of that game as much as I can. We have 3 Gorgonic Cerberus. It makes all rock type monsters control become level 3. His effect is non-existent, pretty much in his deck. We have 3 Gorgonic Golem. This guy has multiple uses. Draw it in hand, just set it, and let your opponent attack into it, and once you destroy it, it becomes 0. And then afterwards, you can banish him and, you know, target a card and make it to where they can't use it, so... It's, I love Gorgonic Golem. It makes this deck just, like, absolutely brilliant and broken. And it's fairly strong. And we have 3 Gorgonic Gargoyle. Now, Gorgonic Gargoyle is like the most important Gorgonic monster. Aside from Golem, Gargoyle is probably the best monster in this deck. Because you can just normal summon a Cerberus or a Golem and special Gargoyle in hand, and then just make rank 3 card. Go for your Guardian. Next we have 3 Tour Guide from the Underworld. Tour Guide coming to 3 just really makes this deck just that much better, because this deck is a real, like, true, genuine rank 3 deck. So Tour Guide just makes this deck, like, absolutely OP. We have 1 Neo Spacium Grand Mole. Bounces cards back, so you know how that whole thing works, covers main meta. And we have a Night Assailant, which is also a target of Tour Guide. If you draw a Night Assailant, feel free to set it. Just love setting Night Assailant because it just becomes so good. And you can pop a monster on the field, so it's really good to have Night Assailant because it just does work. We have Dark Hole, just move the field. Terraforming, search out your field spell. 3 MST, just bait out back row. Because a lot of times back row will really slow this deck down. Sometimes, and I mean MST, you know, stop vanities and other, you know, world decree shenanigans. Awful area. It's just so good and so broken. Makes this deck just like amazingly fast. Just makes this deck really good. Basically, you can save your Fossil Dynas when they get attacked. You just drop rock monsters and then draw a trap card that'll get rid of your opponent's threats and just attack with Fossil Dyna for the win. I've had a few game victories like that, just because of Rockfall area. Otherwise known as Catapult Zone on well, the actual card is known as Catapult Zone. But this card is just really too good. It just boosts the power of the deck so much. We have 1 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Dimensional Prisons, 2 Karma Cut. Karma Cut particularly because you end up with a lot of decks that just do not want to die and they just go to big things, and Karma Cut really will just relieve your opponent of any big stuff. Gets over, you know, Stardust Dragons, gets over a lot of ridiculousness, so Karma Cut equals good. Compulsory Evacuation Device, just bounce monsters back. 3 Finish Chain and 3 Call the Haunted. The 3 Call the Haunted in this deck actually makes this deck so much more playable. Your opponent goes to play a special, like your opponent goes to special summon something, you know, this Chain Call the Haunted with that bunch of my Fossil Battle, and just go do absolute broken things with it. And you can also bring back, you know, any of your little Gorgonic monsters, bring back all of them, use them to your advantage to go for your Guardian, and then once all morning just stop big summons. You can also play Tarantula in this deck. Tarantula is a really good card, just stops a lot of monsters. So I think honestly we'll drop one of all the hundreds and throw in Tarantula Tribute, because I feel like it would be a much better one-up. I think it'd be a really good one-up in this deck, honestly. And we have, in our extra, we have Acid Golem. Stuffs us for special summon, but you know, we have Fossil Battle anyway. But 3K Beater, get big things. Chronomy Crystal Commandant, just love this guy. The original name was Alien, which I find is really interesting, but Chrononaut just makes your opponent take damage, and you can crash into big things and cause your opponent to take damage. So Chronomy Crystal Alien and Chrononaut, really good card. Number 17, Leviathan Dragon, detached from the computer. We rarely ever actually make this guy. We're actually more apt to make Giga Brilliant in this deck, because everything we have is a low power monster. So I think Giga Brilliant in this deck is just pretty brilliant. 2 Ghost Trick all you card. When we get our combos off, like we can get our locks on, I mean our opponent just starts setting stuff. We'll start setting stuff, just tries to get rid of our Fossil Dyna. I mean, if we have Ghost Trick all you cards, you know, then we play Dyna, you know, our opponent really doesn't do much, and we just, like, they set cards and we just pop them with all you card. Pretty good combo. 2 Levier the Sea Dragon. Bring back our Gorgonic Golems because they vanish. So we do like to get rid of Gorgonic Golems, and we can just bring them back with Levier. I have it at 2 just because every time we go for Levier, the combo off, like, it gets bottomless. So it's like, you know, whatever. We're just gonna Levier that back in. One try Edge Levia. Now this guy, really interesting card. It's currently OCG, but try Edge Levia. I've made this card once, and when I went into it, it was really good. So I kind of really liked it. I mean, you know, easy skill drain. 1 Mech of Engineer. Don't really make this, but it's there if you need it. 3 Gorgonic Guardian. Like, this is like the most important card of this deck. I mean, it just stops our opponent in their tracks whenever we get this guy out. So you get a Gorgonic Guardian and you just do things. I mean, she's so strong, but she's fat. She has an amazingly strong effect. You can target any monster whose attack is 0 and destroy it, or target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and its attack becomes 0 and you negate the effects. So you can, like, literally just, like, drop off Zen mains, or like your opponent goes to, like, first turn Zen mains, and they, like, attack with it, and with, like, Guardian, and you negate it and destroy it. Like, it's too good. We have our own Zen mains, just at 1 in Fortune Tune. Now the main combo that I really go for is I like to go Tour Guide into Night Assailant, and then go for Fortune Tune. Just because I really like getting into Fortune Tune, because Fortune Tune really is what will allow us to just start setting up, because Fortune Tune can't be targeted, and if you don't summon anything, they're not going to be like torrential, or then, I mean, you're not going to be attacking with it. And if they attack it, well, you can just use your Rock Crawl area to save Fortune Tune from being destroyed, and also it can save itself in its own effect. So Fortune Tune is just really good, and it builds up your life points, so that, like, later in the game, you know, when you start, like, getting out your monsters and can't really do a whole lot of attacking, otherwise you can just, like, start top decking, like, all your good things, and end of, you know, Call the Haunted, go back and go for Punches to Follow for game, or going for Acid Golem for game. But pretty overall, you know, really fun, strong, tough deck. I haven't really gotten to a side deck on this yet, but I think I'm going to get to it now. We're going to go ahead and go for 2 Maxes. I want to say 2 Velar, but I really don't think that Velar is necessary in this format, so I think we're gonna go double vanity. Gonna go with Banisher, Dimensional Fissure, and Macro. And really could do with what's that card called? I was thinking of putting in a couple twisters against like some back row heavy decks or something like that. Or just something that runs a lot of back row hate. I think 2 twister side deck could be good. We're gonna go yeah, we'll do that. We go Light Imprisoning Mirror at 2. DNA Surgery, I'm gonna say at I want to say at 2, but I don't want to like get too. I don't want to not get it when I need it, but I don't want to not get it when I need it. I don't want to get it when I don't need it, but a Soul Drain, and I want to say we'll drop that and we'll go for. Yep. We'll drop those and we'll go for Mistake, because Mistake is too good. Let's go with another Light Imprisoning Mirror, because it seems like a lot of decks have been running a lot of lights. So I think that will make that our side deck for now. I've been doing a lot of playtesting against some of the meta decks, and I've been running into a lot of light-based decks. So I think this is what our side deck is going to be for now. We'll update it later, and we'll get this all rocking and rolling on the road for you guys. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with any Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles, news, duels, and stuff like that. And I'll see you later.